Brews and Views. Here with my partners, Justin and Clip.
What up, what up?
Yo. We took a week off. So, somebody's wife had birthday obligations. You know, that's how that goes. You know, women love their birthdays.
There's only one of us is married. So,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But we're back for another episode 4. Got Jay Sean over there, our engineer, with the headphones on, with a giant melon on top of his shoulders, looking like Mantis from Aquaman.
Dang.
That giant head, but in that giant head, he has a lot of beats and things going on. He hit him up at King Tom Beats on YouTube, and you hear some of his stuff. Like I said, this is Brews and Views, where we're drinking brews. This is one of the things. And right now, I've got this Devil's Backbone Baltic Porter. It's not quite a stout, but it's dark, it's delicious. I don't know other way to describe that other than it's also 8%, which is why I like it. I see Cliff got some what's that, gin?
Yeah, we're doing gin today.
Oh, you just changing the name of the game, but that's all right. Gin makes you sin, though.
At times.
Yeah.
Yeah. My pops used to say, "Gin make your feet stink." I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but
Gin might make your feet stink for sure. God damn.
I don't know.
That's pretty funny.
Extra wash tonight.
What else is that, Cliff? What is the yellow can?
I don't know, just smearing off Smash. Just something to go with the gin.
Oh, water.
Yeah, pretty much.
He said it's water.
It's water.
There's some flavored water, you know.
Flavored water, yeah. I get it. What's in the Redskin mug over there?
In the Redskin mug, it's Coors Light. It's pretty much my standard. It's what I go to.
You can't drink it until the mountains are blue.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's pretty much what I go to. And then over here, I'm kind of sipping on Christian Brothers. They back.
Jesus Christ, y'all with the liquor, man. You know, I might have to, but I don't know. Last time I was drinking that, I got a little crazy, but I might hit it up after we talk about some things. Well, yeah, let's we talk about our brews, and we got some views. First thing I want to talk about is June last year. There was a coach in Seminole County Public Schools in Florida. They just won the state championship, and he's on the bus.
He's a baseball coach.
He's on the bus, and he's hyped. He's talking to his teammates on the ride home, talking about this state championship he won, and he used a couple cuss words, and one of the teammates recorded, put it on social media. Administrative seen it, and they basically fired him. They suspended him because he got his job back after petitions went around, but he got his job back, but he still got fired over some, I wouldn't even call it derogatory. It's just, he was just cussing. He was hyped. He just won a championship, haven't won a championship since 1992, I believe. That's 27 years. So he was hyped. These are 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And I don't know. But we're about to play something, just so if you don't know, you'll hear it. This is from, in Florida, WFTV Channel 9 in Seminole County. Here it goes.
This is the video that cost Kenny Brown his head coaching job of the Seminole High School baseball team. In June, Brown, who was a first-year head coach, led the team to their first championship since 1992. On the ride home, a player recorded this impassioned speech Brown gave the team following the big win.
We got this right here. No one else has it. It's ours. Yeah! You guys showed up. You played the game. You played it right. You never panicked.
So, as you can see, it was a very amped up coach. Now, I don't know how many of you have won championships before. I might have only won one. I don't even know if I've won one. I don't know. But I can imagine.
Little league.
Won Little League. I did win. Actually, I did win some Little League baseball championships. Went to state tournament in Little League. But it's a phenomenal feeling.
Yes, it is.
And that's for at any level, any sport. If you win a championship, it's a phenomenal feeling. And the coaches got a little hype. But besides that, he wasn't cussing at the players.
Right.
He wasn't being derogatory at anybody specific. He was just using cuss words. And in my opinion, unless you're cussing at somebody, a cuss word is just an adjective or an adverb.
Right.
That's all it is. And unless you're saying, F you or, whatever, something like that, it's just an adjective. So he got fired over that because I'm guessing some parent or somebody said something.
Yeah.
You're being blah, 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 blah. But it's ridiculous. And that gets me into this PC culture we've got going on here, or the way it's been going for a while.
Yeah.
To where you have to be on your toes. You can't say anything. And it doesn't necessarily... Yeah, and I understand calling somebody a derogatory term, the most unforgivable thing that you can call somebody that you can think of. I understand things like that.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is just saying in general conversation cuss words or how you feel on a certain subject. It's ridiculous where we're going. This everybody gets a trophy culture to where we're just
participation trophies.
It's ridiculous. What are we teaching the kids? Are we trying to weaken them, or what? I don't understand it.
That everybody's a winner.
Everybody's not a winner.
No. Teach them everything's acceptable, which is bullshit.
Everything is not acceptable.
Exactly.
Every effort is definitely not acceptable.
Man, listen. I was a high school coach for years. Coach. Not only did what he said is not that bad from being in locker rooms, but if you're around high school kids, some of the speeches that they give to each other or how they talk to each other, that makes what he said look like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about some of the shit I was saying in high school. That he sounded like a G movie. For real.
They did.
The things I was saying and doing.
And by that same token, I had a coach in high school. Pretty much called me everything but,
A child of God.
Yes. Yeah, he did. The difference is we didn't have any cameras and there won't no, ain't no filming and putting it on social media.
Mm-hmm. It's a great time to grow up.
Yeah.
But how did you take it?
Well, different kids then. I took it like whatever and I went on about my business. Kids these days they're a little softer.
Well, that's the thing. You're supposed to either take it as, if we're building strong-minded individuals, you're supposed to take it as whatever and move on, or you know what, coach has a freaking point and I need to step my game up. Yeah. But not take it as, that's just not how. I don't care if you're a man or a woman.
Yeah.
This is sport. And we're talking about sports in general, which we're not, but the sports is a whole different lane. Like, you should expect that from your coach. It's what they call motivation back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know other way to call it.
And again, he didn't cuss a kid.
Not
I would have a real problem with it if he cussed a kid. If he looked at a kid and you MF.
You sorry some bitch, why didn't you get your knee down when the grounder was coming to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I would have a problem.
The fuck are you not swinging at the third strike for?
Yeah. I would have a problem at that.
But
Because he would be cussing a kid.
Yes.
But when they won the state championship. And for high school coaches, that's the Super Bowl. Because there is nothing bigger than the state championship.
You're right.
Well, now I see, especially on Twitter, where somebody might say something crazy, but it ain't that crazy. And then next thing you know, somebody's reporting them to Twitter to get them taken down.
Yes.
And it's not, and it's actually really, unless you're really going at somebody with cuss words and things like that, that might be one thing. But it's really, from what I see, is people disagreeing with your opinion or your stance. And they're going to the Twitter representatives and trying to get you banned or taken down or suspended because you hurt their feelings with an opinion.
Yeah.
And how did we get to that part of this? How did we get there?
I don't know.
What has happened?
We're soft now.
They don't want physical confrontation. It's
Well-
all online now.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was getting ready to say. You know, back in the day, we used to call them telephone tough guys.
And they're keyboard
Warriors now.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, they got a bigger platform to sit in their room and talk shit to whoever they want to now.
Which is,
You know, when we was growing up, you had telephone tough guys because if they walked outside,
you wouldn't, yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You know, that's another thing I wanted to get into. Maybe not now, but the keyboard warriors, to where, I mean, which I read a lot of comments on YouTube. I'm on BuzzFeed and Twitter and all that stuff, and I see people going back and forth. And I see that the problem, at least today, most people are talking about Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual problem is with the people, from what I'm seeing on these comments, and how we're treating each other when we disagree with what's going on.
Well, my personal opinion, and I know I usually always bring it back to this, but the person that is in the White House.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. He's
No,
an awful person.
No, that's I'm not what I'm saying. But that's how he got elected, because the keyboard
Well,
warriors,
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
they love him.
They love him, but it's so we're the media's focusing all on him and Washington, Republicans, Democrats,
Right.
but
He's the face.
it's the people.
That's a good point. He is the face of the keyboard warriors.
It's the people that put. But now there's some new keyboard warriors out there, who they call Bernie Bros, who are just as awful. I'm sorry.
They opposite.
They
They're
are.
on the opposite end of the
They're
spectrum.
on the opposite ends of the spectrum. They believe entirely different things, but they're
In a sense, the same.
the way they express themselves is exactly the same. Ain't no look.
Yeah.
I've seen some racist stuff from Trump supporters, but I've seen some outlandish stuff from these Bernie people. Man, these people are out insane. This what has happened? What has happened? What has happened here?
PC culture, we're behind the keyboard. Nobody wants to face, like Cliff said, nobody wants to face.
They feel emboldened because they just sit on the keyboard.
And these are people that you work with, you see every day.
Right.
But in real life, they would never say any of this stuff. To
Right.
you. So this is a big problem. Which now, the internet is with anything, it's a positive and negative tool.
Yes.
But the negative side of it, on top of all the porn and crazy stuff you can look up. And believe me, there's a lot of porn on there. And all sorts of stuff. But it's
Just stating facts.
Stating facts.
the comment section of most of these sites where people are just letting loose and
Hold up. I thought you meant the comment sections on the porn. I was like, oh damn, that's what I was getting ready to say. There's comments on porn?
nobody. Well,
Yes, there is.
yes, there is. If you read the comments on porn, it's a little strange, but I get it. I mean, people want to know when people think about certain.
No.
It's weird. I'm talking with there's two teenagers in the room, but I mean, I was a teenager once. But anyway, the downside of these sites is the people talking junk but not being able to back it up in real life.
There's no accountability.
There's no
They
accountability.
can just say whatever you
They
want.
say whatever they want. You see them in real life, they wouldn't say nothing. And whether you believe it or not, in the words in red in the Bible, Jesus mentioned hypocrite a lot. And is nothing but hypocrites on the internet, and it's saddening and sickening to see what's going on in these chat rooms and Twitter feeds and comment sections. It's all, like, I've never seen it. If you don't look at comments, I encourage you to look at comments.
I always read comments.
Man, they're great entertainment.
That's better entertainment than the actual issue.
Yeah, you'll watch a video. I'll watch a video, and then I'll just go down and comment. I'll forget what the video was about. I'm just going back and forth.
Yes.
There's a comment, and then you click on that comment, you see people replying on that comment, and it just goes. It's terrible, and none of these people generally seem to be good people. I think the good people actually, most of them don't comment. I don't know. There's a few here and there, but it seems there's awful people commenting.
Yeah, and it's always. It seems like the issues get lost on.
They do.
Because it becomes personal. They start attacking people.
That's a common thing.
And getting people out of their jobs, like this coach, getting people out of their jobs because you don't agree with something they said. Now, it's one thing, like the lady that called the cops because the people were barbecuing. I mean, whatever happened to her. Yeah, that's
they had a name for it, but I can't.
I want to barbecue Becky, something like that. Yeah,
something like that.
But yeah, whatever happened to her, because that was just some racist shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if I'm walking down the street and me and you start arguing about something, you shouldn't be able to go online and say this dude needs to be fired. Because now, if I didn't, now it's one thing if I said, "Hey, get out of here, cracker," or I called you a name or something like that. Then yeah, I could see that. But
No, even still, you should have to show up in person and lob that complaint or file your grievance, whatever the case may be.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. But
I mean, if you stand behind what you say, you shouldn't have a problem doing that anyway.
that's true. But that's what I was getting at. It's like if me and you are arguing something, and I'm not attacking you personally, then you shouldn't be able to, try to get me fired or anything like that.
Well, that's the thing. How many people at your job do you agree with on every single thing? It shouldn't
None.
be
Zero.
It should be zero.
None.
And so you want to take somebody's livelihood away from them because they're on a different side of the aisle or they feel different about this movie than you. You know what I'm saying? It's retired. Sorry, I can't say that word, but it's stupid. Can I say that?
Yes, you
Okay.
can say
It's
that.
stupid as hell to try to take somebody's livelihood away because they have a different opinion than you.
Man, listen.
It's a crime to disagree now.
Yes. I'm like the youngest person in my department. We don't agree on a whole lot of stuff. I mean, it just is what it is.
But can't you can disagree and still work with somebody like this?
Yeah, it's. I have people that work in my department. They're fundamentally we disagree on a whole lot of shit, but we still go to lunch every week.
Yeah, still go to lunch. You laugh. You
Yeah,
joke.
that's my boy.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on now. People, and which is probably what I don't know, we might have to get into this later, but people are making their belief their religion or their God.
I think I said it one time before that people are at the point now is if you're not with me, you're against me, and I gotta attack you now, and that's
They're picking and choosing what they want to consider right and wrong.
right.
Well, you can't pick and choose because
Right? You're right. You can't.
right and wrong has been written in our hearts by our supreme creator. Well, if you believe in that sort of thing.
And there's only and
Yeah.
according to that, he's the only judge.
That's right. But then you got those who, what we believe, not to preach, but no sin is greater than another. So
Right.
some people are looking at it as their sin is okay, but yours isn't. And
Yeah, it's
vice
fucking
versa.
bullshit.
And which it really is.
I mean, in my humble opinion.
I share that opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
with you on that one.
Well, I kind of. This leaves me. I know we had something on the agenda for next segment, but I think I want to dive into this a little deeper.
Definitely.
But we will be right back in a second. Listen to this King Time beat in between time. Peace. Yo, we're back with the Brews and the Views. Feeling a little lighter on my feet. But yeah, we were talking last segment about PC culture, and then also how it went into somehow we got to how people are treating each other on the internet with their beliefs and all that sort of thing. And it got me to thinking about people are going so hard about their belief in a certain candidate or a political belief, whether they're Republican or Democrat, especially far right, and now looking at these primaries, far left is gaining some steam. And looking at the followers on Twitter and all these other platforms where they're commenting on their guy Bernie Sanders, it seems like that people are taking their. I mean, it's all right to have a political belief, a thing you feel, or a way that you feel the country should go, but you should not treat somebody who feels different as. I swear to I've seen some awful things being said by both sides, both extremes, about somebody who disagrees with them, and it seems like to me that, and I'm not a religious guy, but I am a spiritual guy, and it seems like these people have made their ideology their God, and not actual God, their God. And what's the first commandment? Thou shalt not have another God before me.
Yeah.
The first one, and it's probably the easiest one to break.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm not talking about having some other spirit or invisible thing that you can't see your God. You can make your God anything. You can make your God your football team, or your political belief, or your spouse, or your job, or money. People now I think we've come to the point to where, especially you can see in this country, we are very far removed from
civil discourse.
Civil discourse. Yes, we are. And now, even true believers, I'm gonna say believers, but the conservative right is supposed to be God-fearing people, but they've made conservatism their God.
Yeah.
And now these extreme left have made their ideology their God. The Antifa type of folks, them folks are wild.
Yeah. I mean, on both sides, you got the conservatives, even down to the white supremacists, or
Yes.
on that side.
Yes.
And yes, you do have the Antifas and the really violent liberal side. But most people, in my opinion, or at least my hope, is that most people are somewhere in the middle. Because that's my opinion, my hope at least.
You hope that, but at least if they are,
Right.
they're not speaking up. Well, at least, I won't say they are. The media has a tendency to portray the extremes of everything. Mm-hmm. Like they look for it seems like they look for the most extreme point of view.
Normal is boring. It doesn't sell.
No, neither does the truth.
The truth does not sell. Normal doesn't sell. But it's unfortunate because I like you do believe that most people are more centered. I think at least in this country.
You don't think so, Cliff?
It's a capitalist society. So over here, money is king. Money is God. That's what's worshipped here.
Well, it is.
That's a good point.
But I'm saying as far as political beliefs, I think the majority of people are either strongly conservative but have a few liberal views, or they're strongly liberal and have a few conservative views.
I think they all have their opinions of, and it's just me talking. They have their own ideas of, like I said, with the money, how to either keep the money they have or how to acquire more. Yeah. And how to have people who they deem as being lesser than them, shall we say, to not have. But it's all centered around money.
It is,
in my opinion.
I mean, that is capital. The root word of capitalism.
Yeah.
Is capital.
Yeah.
And everything just branches from that when you talk about your ideals or what you want to see the country look like or how you want to see it shaped. It's coming down to your view and where you stand on the money scale.
Well, keeping on that note, do you think that now I have to remove corruption out of it, because if the government's corrupt, it doesn't matter what system you have.
I was about to say you can't remove corruption out of it.
But that's what I'm saying. But just let's just play hypothetical utopia.
You want me to suspend my disbelief?
Well, you can't, because I will tell you, there's people talking about capitalism versus socialism. It's a big thing now, especially with the Bernie shit going on. That socialism is evil. On the other side, capitalism is evil. I'm here to tell you that if the people running it are corrupt, it doesn't matter what the system is.
Yes, but that's what we're getting at.
So, but what I'm saying, where I was going out about a hypothetical question, because this is a big topic. What if the corruption was gone? Which is a better system?
To be honest, I have no idea.
We can't see past the corruption.
We can't see past.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
It's all corrupt.
It's just been corrupt for so long. I have no other way to look at it, which is true.
And I mean,
I think both have their aspects, as I will say.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the people running it are corrupt, and therefore it's a moot point.
The most corrupt man I've ever seen is the head of the shit.
Well, yeah.
Man.
But it's not just him.
No,
it's not.
No.
It's all. So it's 400.
You don't get to be head of it without some people underneath you doing the same thing.
Yeah. But it's always been that way.
It has.
There's always been corruption. I mean, hell, these people assassinated presidents they've been assassinating presidents since Lincoln, who was the first, but not the last.
No.
So, and that's just for going a different way.
Hey.
But it kept moving after it was. Nothing changed after they assassinated him. It was just crazy. But, I don't know. It's
yeah.
Because of who's in power.
This is a wild place you humans have here.
He said you humans.
You humans.
Like he a duck or something.
This cannabis said I'm from the galaxy of Andromeda. Puzzle niggas like crop circles and other unexplained phenomena.
Shout out to cannabis.
Shout out to cannabis. Oh man. Who would have been one of the greatest had he not ran the LL Cool J? One of not the greatest.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
Yeah, but that's another topic.
Or, maybe he'll run into a Kardashian or Badu.
I know I'm getting off topic, but have you seen a video from of Kanye's church services?
Yeah, I've seen a few videos.
It looks a little cultish.
The only one I saw.
And I don't want to judge, but it looks a little cultish. But that's just my opinion.
I tell you what, though, the choir sounds good. They sound great.
Yeah, that would be.
That's what he does. That's what he's good at.
Oh man.
I don't know if I'm gonna listen to any of the.
I'm not. Even if I had the money to get out to LA, I ain't been to church in a while, but that's not gonna be the first one I go to. I'm staying the hell away from there. It's a little. I don't know.
We done got on top.
We got
on top.
I don't even know. Well, beware of false gods.
Yeah, we done got on top.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I swear, it's not gonna get any better. And Lord knows if Bernie wins a nomination, which
He probably will.
I don't know.
But
Democrats
Biden did win South Carolina.
He won the black vote. Well, it's been the white vote for the first 3 primaries and caucuses. Biden won the black vote in South Carolina.
Yeah, but
Lord knows.
Can he win it anywhere else?
Well, if the delegates are too close when it comes to the convention in Milwaukee, you best believe they're gonna do that super delegate shit that they did with Hillary last 4 years ago,
Yeah.
and Bernie will not be the nominee. It's looking like Biden will have some more to do, but it's looking like Pete Buttigieg.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Whole nother topic. Ain't gonna happen. You can't have the president and the first man up there. Some people just ain't gonna accept that.
Maybe in 2040, but right now, that's not gonna get you. If your goal is to beat Trump, which your goal should be to beat Trump and do some other things, but right now all I hear is beating Trump. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose with Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah, you said it right.
Buttigieg. Yeah, that's not gonna get.
Sounds like booty chitch.
It's a sorry crop of individuals that they putting up there.
Oh God.
Where's the lie?
I mean, there's no lie.
You've got Biden who's running on the fact that he was with Obama. Other than that, he's nothing. You got Buttigieg, who black folks ain't messing with that gay stuff in the White House. I'm sorry. And look, you can have the best policies in the world, but there's gonna be a lot of voters who ain't with that.
That's why Hillary's not in there.
In her pantsuit. But then you got this Bernie here who talks about going against establishment, but to go against establishment, he's going to take a lot of your money. I'm sorry, and I will say it here. What he wants to get done, first of all, he's got to get approval from the House and the Senate, but that stuff is going to cost a lot, and yes, you might be paying less for health care, but you're going to be paying a lot more in taxes. I've already seen, I can look up the breakdown of how many, the percentage that's taken out. It shows you actual percentage on this website for my pay stub, and it's already up there. I can't afford, I don't want to have any more taken out for all this stuff that Bernie's promising. That's just my opinion and what I want as a citizen of this not so great state of United States.
I say just wait and see.
Well, we have no choice.
True. But I don't listen to none of them talk.
No, really, they do talk, but I if people would help him, I believe Bernie in what he says.
Maybe.
But he's not. There's so many non-democratic socialists. I think the word is what we're talking about here in the Congress that he'll never get shit passed. He will get less passed than he might be there with Jimmy Carter because them people hate Bernie.
I said Jimmy Carter.
These people hate Bernie. I like him just for the fact that I don't like his policies, but I like him for the fact that he's been saying the same stuff for fucking 30 years.
Yeah, now somebody's listening to him.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I guess my main point is, man, don't make these politicians or their ideology your God. Make God your God.
Yes.
First and foremost.
I'm upset you actually have to tell the people that.
Well, you have to.
Sorry, state of affairs, man.
But I know sometimes people need reminders because I don't think people understand what worshiping a false god really means. I think a lot of people think that it just means either worshiping Satan or some other Apollo or Zeus or some other god. God is anything that you worship to the fullest. I will say that again. A God is anything that you worship to the fullest, whether it be your job. I've seen people worship their job, bosses who worship their job so much that they shit on all their employees. I've seen people worship money so much that they don't care how they get it.
The list of people that don't is much smaller than the people. List of people that do.
But you got guys in the street who first start out doing illegal things just because they got to eat.
Right.
But then they get past that.
If you evolve.
But they get past the point where they just need to eat to where they're now just trying to get it because what comes along with it is so great to them.
Right.
You have to be wary of what you strive and worship and love and go all out for. And right now, it seems like, at least in the media, we're going all out for our ideology in this country. When, in actuality, if we all worked on ourselves and worshiped God, we probably wouldn't be sending these assholes to Washington.
Well, I'm not going to stop it with just the media because I mean they know what sells and they know they have an audience.
They're just going on what sells.
Yeah, they have an audience.
Yeah.
And so that's what they're putting out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, we need,
do your own research.
Do your own research. If you want the country to change, as Gandhi said himself, be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
A lot of us need, and just looking at how people treat each other on social media,
yeah,
we need some changing of ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing.
Don't just look to get down with a group mentality. Like the man said, do your research.
Well, that's the pack mentality. The pack mentality it's a natural animal instinct, and we are animals, but that is also a fleshly urge, I would say. Just looking and getting down with people that look like you versus getting down with people who
believe the same thing you believe.
Yeah, believe the same thing. That's the thing about being a human being is our minds are supposed to be more
advanced.
Advanced in our fleshly urges.
Supposed to be.
But we allow our fleshly urges to control us. And I understand.
Some of them strong though.
Man,
they'll get you sometimes.
Listen,
some of them strong.
They're strong as hell.
We fall short.
This body's pull is strong. It's really strong.
Some of them.
But it's up to our minds to control our bodily, fleshly urges. And everything, whether you believe it or not, I'm here to tell you, the flesh is of the...
We can spend the whole night on...
Yeah. But we're not going to preach right now.
I'm not going to preach, but I do have to say this one thing. When God said, let us make man in our image and our likeness, that was spiritual form. We did not have these fleshly urges until we fell and saw that we were naked.
Hey, that'll do it.
We were in spiritual form. I will repeat, we were in spiritual form.
Gotcha.
But we allowed some serpent, or let's put it more plainly, a fork-tongued individual. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you.
It's a fork-tongued individual. What does that mean? Young buck in the corner. What does a fork-tongued individual mean? Fork-tongued. What does it mean?
My God.
Y'all laughing, but you feel me on it. Huh?
Exactly.
Fork tongue. Your tongue says says
That
your
went
word.
off the rails.
It's going two ways. You say one thing but mean another. The fork tongue individual led us astray.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I'm tipsy as hell right now, but y'all get my meaning. Worship the right God. There's nothing on this planet that is the right God. Only God is the right God.
And Art went there.
And that's okay.
Y'all can't see him right now, but
Yeah, he's taking a victory lap right now.
It took me a while to get there,
yeah.
but those who have their ear will hear, and they will understand. I'm sorry.
It's like Dupree. You ever see?
That's my-
Those that needed that will hear it.
Yeah.
The rest of them will kick it in when they need to.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I think that's all I got for this segment. I need another beer because this is Brews and Views.
Yeah, it's time to refill.
Time to refill. The main excuse me.
Damn. Just right in the mic.
I had to let that out.
Little
This
weak.
Brews.
Little
It
weak.
was a little weak.
Little
Well,
weak. You gotta tighten up.
It
Just
caught me off
tighten-
guard. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
Just
sorry.
tighten up. Just tighten up. That's
Gotta
all.
get the booger revenge of the nerves.
You can do it. Just come with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well,
Y'all dudes tripping.
we'll be back in a second with more Brews and Views. I will work on a better burp. And
Yo, it's your boy Big Cliff from Brews and Views. Please like and subscribe our YouTube page. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, or maybe even any topics you want us to discuss, please hit us up at brewsandviewspod@yahoo.com. Peace.
alright, we're back with the Brews and the Views. I'm feeling real nice right about now. We're in the third segment, about an hour or two in. I don't know how far we are in, but
Somewhere in there.
the brews are kicking in. The views are getting
A lot of gin.
a lot of gin.
Christian brothers.
Daughter got the Kool-Aid, but that's because I'm a responsible parent. Yeah, so I've been watching DJ Vlad. I don't know if y'all know who that is. That's an interviewer on YouTube. Great stuff. He interviews all types of people, gangsters and rappers and athletes and comedians. He interviews everybody. Well, one of his regular guests are Lord Jamar. If you don't know who Lord Jamar is because you're not into hip hop or you're young, he was in a group called Brand Nubian, one of my favorite groups ever. One of the best. First it was a trio, which was good. Lord Jamar, Sadat X, Grand Puba. And then Grand Puba went solo and it was just Lord Jamar and Sadat X. Well, anyway, he's a regular guest on DJ Vlad's interviews and everything. And he says that Eminem is a guest in hip hop.
Wow.
Yes. And he's saying that only because he is white. And I'm going to say right now that I adamantly disagree.
Yeah.
And first of all, to give some context, you got to understand where Lord Jamar is coming from. His group was called Brand Nubian. And when they first came out, at the time, it was all about black empowerment and black knowledge and, that sort of thing. I'm not going to go through the catalog, but if you go back and listen to their stuff, that's what it was about. But I am of the belief that, yes, black people started hip hop. our thing. It was a way to get us out of the street for one. It was a great party and having fun is what it really was about at the start.
Right.
And then you got your African bambaataa that came with the knowledge and lessons and all that sort of thing. But yes, we did start it. But just because we started it doesn't mean that it remains or is only for us.
Right.
And that's with anything. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. If you invent something, is it only for you or your people? I mean, if something as powerful as hip hop, I would think that you would want everybody to take not ownership, but get involved with it. I mean, if you go to other countries in the world, a lot of the people over there, they don't even listen to the new stuff we got bumping out here. They listen to all that old stuff, and they love it. And these are European countries where most audiences are white. They're pumping Public Enemy like Chuck D gets paid crazy in Europe.
It's good music.
It's good music because yes, the message is for black people when he wrote it, but if you listen to it, it's specifically for everybody. And therefore, to me, Eminem is not a guest in hip hop.
No.
He might have been a guest when he first came out, but he's that's his home.
And he is a lyricist.
He is a
Whether
lyricist.
you like him or not, Eminem is a lyricist.
And I'm gonna tell you, this last album is fire. If you haven't listened to it, it's fire.
I'm gonna say this much. Might have been some personal beef or something going on. Like, I don't know the timeline here, but evidently Eminem said that he was the weakest link in Brand Nubian.
That was after the fact.
It was after, okay.
It was after the fact. Because I watched a lot of DJ and Blind interviews, and that was after the fact.
All right.
But Lord Jamar is coming from black is black, like CB4. I don't know.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm
black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
y'all.
CB4, it's a dumbass movie with Chris Rock, but you must watch it because it's hilarious. Yeah, but that movie that's actually seen from that movie is what I think a lot of people feel about hip hop, and that's apparently what Lord Jamar is feeling about hip hop. That it's a black thing, and everybody else is a guest in it. But hip hop is
it's bigger than black, man.
It's an art form.
Yeah.
It's an art form. It was started by black people for the empowerment of black people, but it is now a global entity.
Yeah.
It's for everybody. It doesn't matter what culture you're from, what country you're from. It's a music form, and there's not one music on this planet that's for specifically the people that made it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, shit we made. Black people made rock and roll, and white people took that shit to a new level. And I still listen to it. I don't care, but it's not. It's so Lord Jamar is who I respect because I know where he came from, and I know his history, and I know the music that he made. But to say that Eminem, who now is one of the greatest MCs on this planet,
Yes.
and now if you listen to his stuff, he's very socially conscious.
Yeah.
Socially conscious.
He has a lot of stuff about politics right now.
Yeah. And actually, more so than a lot of the black people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's actually driving the ship, flying the ship, as far as mainstream
Right.
hip hop of where, and I'm not talking about because there's a lot of hip hop artists out there that are just making boatloads of money who are out in the forefront.
Yeah.
But that's not hip hop really in my book. I'm sorry, but all the stuff that comes on the radio, That's not hip hop. That's just people rapping about drugs and sex and alcohol. As far as hip hop, Eminem is driving that ship right now. You got others who are still there. I mean, I'm a big Talib Kweli, who has a great podcast. You know, I don't say don't listen to mine, but he has a good one too. People like that. KRS One, those people. But Eminem, as far as mainstream, he's a driver of that ship.
Yeah.
And he should get some respect. I'm sorry, Lord Jamar, who I respect, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with people coming after him?
Because he's a white guy.
Yeah. But I mean, even Nick Cannon tried to come after him, and that's just silly.
Well, because Nick Cannon took offense to Eminem talking about Mariah, who he did bang. I'm sorry.
They're not even together anymore.
But they're not.
Right.
But she probably said something, and I don't know if you know about exes, which I do. But you got to keep that boat steady. And she might have said something, even though I don't think nobody really cares, but she probably cares. Nobody in the public really cares.
No.
But she cares. Therefore, he has to say something. But he's challenging a rapper and coming out trying to rap against him.
Yeah.
What are you doing? How about tell some jokes, even though you're not that funny? Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
You know?
Get them all wild and out.
Get him on wild. Get Eminem on wild now. It was probably still will go wrong.
It
That
would.
Yeah.
It would.
That's not a good outcome.
Actually, Nick Cannon should just shut the hell up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty
Let
much.
Eminem say whatever the hell he wants to say. Nobody cares. Nobody's taking him serious.
Nah.
He's just rapping. Nobody cares what he says about Mariah Carey's crazy ass. She crazy as hell. I'm sorry.
No.
But, I don't know, man. Just leave Eminem alone. Let him stay. Let him do what he's doing. He's doing a phenomenal job at what he's doing.
He's in my top 5 of lyricists.
For sure. Instead of worrying about whether he's a guest or not, how you start talking about all these people who are getting all this play on the radio who should not be?
There's a whole lot of that.
Man.
What the fuck is the baby? And I think there's another baby. There's like two.
It's Little Baby and The Baby.
What the fuck is that?
They actually have a song together.
Yeah, you young folks, y'all, is this what y'all listen to?
I don't listen to it per se, but
I don't listen a little bit.
But a lot of
Do
your
you
peers
listen
do,
to
right?
Dub Baby?
yes.
Oh, he does listen to Dub
what
Baby.
is it, Suge?
What?
Yeah, Suge.
Wow.
or-
You don't realize he made a whole album.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever the hell that is.
There's also Roddy Ricch who made the box.
Never heard of.
Okay,
yeah, that.
all right.
I don't know what this is. What are we talking about?
This
I don't
ain't-
know.
This ain't my segment.
Yeah, no.
I barely know about Migos, but that's only because they're on commercials and stuff now.
Right.
And every time you see Cardi B, you see one of them.
Yeah,
I can't stand Cardi B.
I'm just. It's so bad. So, Lord Jamar, let Eminem do what he's doing because these other motherfuckers are terrible.
Yeah.
Hip hop has come a long way, and I think that the powers that be saw how powerful it was, so they decided to inject a little Satanism as
Damn it,
what
we was doing so well.
was doing. They injected a little Satanism in it,
We was doing so
and
well.
that's what's happening. Do y'all disagree?
Again, where's the lie?
No, don't get us to agree. But
Except
yeah.
I will tell you, first of all, the radio is it's called radio programming for a reason, but it's the same 10 songs on a loop, at least the 10 hottest songs. They'll throw some other stuff in there here and there,
Yeah.
but it's the same 10 songs on a loop all day, every day. And this shit is feeding into your brain. And before you know it, you're doing exactly or thinking about exactly what these people are rapping about. Popping pills, drugging, sexing.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Well, because you don't listen to the radio. But I guarantee you, You go a week and listen to the radio. You can go out there and you gonna try to find you some Molly. And yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
My mind is strong.
Well, that's
I'm
a good
stronger
thing.
than that.
Well, you're also old as shit.
Watch it.
Sorry.
We're the same age.
Ass shit.
We are the same age, brother.
But
At least for another couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's true. But these young people, man, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're listening to and how it's influencing them on a subconscious level. And whether you disagree or not, I'm telling you, you're wrong if you do disagree. This shit is affecting the youth in a very, very strong way. And I know we touched on hip-hop in the first episode that we did, but it's important because hip-hop is the biggest...
It drives.
Like now, I mean, at first they used to didn't want to give us a category at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Now we kill everything. We kill the rap category, kill the pop category. We're on everything. We are driving the ship. We are everywhere. We're on commercials now. We've never been on commercials. We're on the commercials now. So they see that the power and the influence. Therefore, Satan.
Why is the...
Sorry, that's a little Saturday Night Live reference. Satan, the church lady. But they see the most powerful influence, so they have to inject where they can, and that's hip hop right now. So I just want y'all to be aware of what's going on. Listen to more J. Cole. Listen to more Kendrick.
Yeah.
Listen to more.
Those are the two I deal with.
Listen to more Chance the Rapper without featured artists.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people from Chicago.
Yeah, so
skip over that one.
When Chance is by himself, you're good. When he's got other people on it, don't listen to that shit.
Yeah. You know.
That's just my opinion. But listen to more underground. Try to find stuff that's internet driven.
Yeah. Yeah. He has the song called Mixtape, and on it, Chance the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And on it, he's making fun of mumble rappers. It's pretty great.
Yes, but he has some collaborations with mumble rappers.
True, but he says on there, every third word you say is "hey," and I don't know nothing
Hey,
you say.
no, so I'll be up there. So I got my Spotify playlist is like 2,100 songs. So it's got stuff from every genre on it.
Right.
And I play it at work. And it doesn't matter if it's a country song or a pop song or a rock song. I find the beat and I throw hey in it. Because that's a new thing. So I'm trying to see if it works in all the music. And it does.
Yeah.
You just have to find the rhythm of it. Hey works in everything. When you're in a meeting next time at work,
I'm not.
do hey.
I'm not. I like my job.
No.
You want him to lose his job?
No, I'm not sure, but this is apparently what's in now.
I like my job.
Try a new job when you
I will not. No.
I will not.
Hey!
No, we're not doing that.
No.
So, if you had to name top 5 MCs, excluding Pac and Biggie, because I think everybody will put them in there.
Why the dopest MC always a dead rapper? Ooh, KRS.
Yeah.
Top 5 MCs
Yeah.
that people know or don't
Just
know?
your top 5.
My top 5
I don't give a shit if they know.
I got Chris.
Okay.
I got Black Thought.
Okay.
I got Mos Def.
Okay.
I've got Mos Def. Shit, Kendrick's nice.
Yeah.
Um,
One more.
right now, I'm gonna have to say Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not a Jay-Z fan.
But he is a good lyricist.
I give him now. At first, Nas was way better than Jay-Z,
Yeah.
but now Jay-Z is taking him. And I'll actually say J. Cole's pretty nice too.
Yeah.
but nothing's getting better. There's no. First of all, lyrically, I'm gonna put KRS-One first because that's just what he talks about and how he does it. He's so good, and he's been preaching the same thing forever. But lyrically, I don't know if you've seen Black Thought, Funk Master Flex for like 10 minutes.
No.
He just going.
I hadn't seen it, but I heard about it.
Black Thought lyrically is very slept on, and I don't think he gets enough props.
What's your five?
Anybody that listens to the Roots know.
True.
What's your five, Cliff?
Minus Pac and Big.
Yeah.
I'm going KRS. There's no particular order. I'm going KRS. I'm going Nas. I'm going Eminem. Man, it's the era I came up in, but I'm going Wu-Tang.
All of Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
All of them. Every one of them.
And believe it or not, I'm going Boot Camp.
Oh! God damn. Can I redo mine? I'm going to redo mine.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I got KRS, Black Thought, Sean Price, rest in peace. Sean Price is, oh my God. My favorite MC is Buckshot, but he said all of Wu-Tang, goddamn. Inspector Deck, I forgot a whole lot. I gotta sit down and think about this.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
But KRS and Black Thought are my favorites.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Okay. I'm gonna go KRS, Black Thought, Redman.
Oh, damn. Can I?
Yeah, start over.
All right.
I ain't finished my five yet.
Redman is 3.
Okay.
So, KRS, Black Thought, Redman,
Redman.
1, 2, and 3, and then Sean Price, number 4. And I don't know who 5 is.
I'm going after Redman. I go Big L.
Oh, yeah, Big L's nice. Gone too soon.
Might have to expand this to 10.
And I gotta throw Blouse Man in there. He's Andre 3000.
Andre is nice. And a lot of people didn't really pay attention on the Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music album.
Yeah,
First album.
Yeah,
But he was killing it on that shit.
even on the second one, even on their second one.
Well, I'm saying people weren't paying attention to him on the first album.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say both of them.
AT Aliens, though.
Yeah.
AT Aliens is one of the best albums you will ever hear in your life if you haven't heard it.
Go get it.
Go
Or download it, whatever
AT
you do.
Aliens. That shit is fire.
YKK on your zipper.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we can't do 5.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Y'all young bucks might not know who KRS-One is, but
They know.
that shit is. It's lyrical and it's spiritual and it's knowledge.
I only know Pac and Biggie.
See?
Solid. I hate all you.
At least, you know what? Shout out to y'all. At least you know that.
At least you know that. Yeah.
Well,
I've heard of Method Man, and I've heard of.
What the? What? Is this?
I tried to give him a compliment.
Hold on.
God damn.
See, this is where we're at. We got 17-year-olds talking about. I've heard of Method Man.
yes, they have.
They've heard
They
of
don't. They don't know because they've heard Wu-Tang because I play Wu-Tang in the car sometimes.
I
But
understand that, but
they don't know who.
I have no idea who Method
I
Man
know.
is.
That, I know.
no. But
I've heard of ODB.
See, they heard all
I
these.
don't have a clue.
Old Dirty Bastard,
and
dude.
see, this is the difference between now and then. It's like we came out on Run DMC was the first rapper.
Yeah,
I've heard of Run DMC.
Hold up. Run DMC, Big Daddy Kane. That's where we came in, 85 around there. But there was rappers before us, but we listened to them and we heard them. Like there's no in 1990, there's no way I would have said I heard of Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
I know Curtis Blow songs in 1990.
Yeah, no.
Give me one Young Buck. Give me one Biggie song.
Juicy.
Okay, give me more. That's not the most radio song of Biggie.
Hypnotized.
It's radio.
It's radio.
The 2 most radio songs of Biggie. Give me one Pac song.
Against All Odds. Hail Mary.
No, that was Machiavelli. He said, "Pop." We know it's the same, but
It's
Pop.
the same.
Give me a Tupac song. Nope, can't do it.
No.
That's
Nas?
Man, the only one I heard of is Take Me Now.
And
And if I
Hate Me
rule the
Now.
world. And if I rule the world.
and actually, "Hate Me Now" was at that time was his most commercial success
Yeah.
because it was written Illmatic and it was written didn't really have commercial success, but "Hate Me Now" because he put Puff Daddy on it.
Yes.
Yes, and that's the difference. And,
He wasn't mumbling.
He wasn't mumbling.
Well,
it was a good song too.
Yeah.
But come on now.
I listen to old school music. I just.
Yeah.
It's-
BB.
Why need you listen to old school hip hop?
I do.
He
I
does
listen-
something, but that's what the Tupac songs he said, that's the ones he listened to and stuff to, you know.
So
21 gun salute!
So not the whole album.
Nah, he hadn't heard the whole,
It's right on Spotify.
he hadn't heard the whole.
I have to pay and I don't want to use
No, you
it on
don't.
ads.
You don't have to pay.
You could just,
Spotify's free.
I don't want to use on it. I want to pay because I don't want to hear it on
You
the
gotta
ads.
pay. You don't have to
Yeah,
pay.
using Spotify.
Yeah.
Hell,
Time to
YouTube.
go to work.
Hell, YouTube.
Man, I'm busy, man. I make beats. I'm
Imagine using Spotify.
King Tom Beats makes beats. Check him out on YouTube.
Show him some love.
Check him
y'all.
out because he doesn't show us any love.
I do. Shit.
I'm putting plugs in for you. All I ask is that you educate yourself on
I don't have time, dude.
what else. What do you have to do?
These beats don't make themselves.
Alright, you good.
These kids today.
Yeah,
That'll be another segment.
Yeah, that's a whole nother one.
Listen,
I'm trying to get
fool
paid.
just say he doesn't have time. He doesn't have a job.
Why you gotta tell people that this is my job?
Is it? You getting paid for it?
About to. Album dropping.
Yeah. But this is we're starting to go on. This is been another segment and another day of Brews and Views. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit my man up at King Tom Beats. Eventually we'll try to be on other platforms as far as podcasts and everything. But this is just something we're trying to do. You know, get out there, shine our lights. We got bright lights that we want to shine to the world. This is Brews and Views, and we'll be back next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, this is Art from the Brews and Views podcast. Please like and subscribe. And if you got any questions or any topics you want to hit us up with, hit us at brewsandviewspod@yahoo.com.